Good morning, children. Today we are working on exercise 5, pages 202 203. Read the story about Canadian orphan girl Annie Shirley, who comes to live with the Cuthberts, Marilla and Matthew, on their farm. She helps them with the farm work at Green Gables and goes to school. Name 3 symbols of Canadian spring. Прочитай історію про канадську дівчину-сироту Енні Ширлі, яка приїхала жити з Карбертцями Маріле і Меттью. Ми з вами цей текст читали, коли Меттью зустрічав на вокзалі. Хотів хлопця взяти, а приїхала дівчина. І це продовження. І вони живуть на фермі. Вона допомагає їм з роботою на фермі. У Green Gables це назва тих місць. І ходить до школи. Назвіть 3 символи канадської весни. Canadian Spring, Part 1. Spring had come once more to Green Gables, the beautiful, changeable Canadian spring, with sweet, fresh, chilly days and with pink sunsets. The maple leaves were about to appear. The mayflowers were blossoming, pink and white stars of sweetness under their brown leaves. All the schoolgirls and boys were gathering them one afternoon. "I'm so sorry for people who live in lands where there are no mayflowers," said Annie. Diana says perhaps they have something better, but there couldn't be anything better than mayflowers, could there, Marilla? And Diana says if they don't know what they are like, they don't miss them. But I think that is the saddest thing of all. I think it would be tragic, Marilla, not to know what mayflowers are like and not to miss them. Do you know what I think mayflowers are, Marilla? I think they must be the souls of the flowers that died last summer. But we had a splendid time, Marilla. We had our lunch by an old well, such a romantic spot. Mr. Philip gave us the mayflowers he found. We made wreaths of his mayflowers and put them on our hats. And when the time came to go home, we marched with our beautiful bouquets and wreaths, singing My Home on the Hill. Oh, it was so thrilling, Marilla. Everybody we met on the road stopped and stared after us. We made a real sensation. Part 2. After the mayflowers came the violets, and the fields were full of them. Annie walked through them on her way to school with admiring eyes, as if she stepped on the ground. She was trying to think of a name for a new island, Diana, and she had discovered up the brook. It's the most picturesque place, Marilla. There are 2 maple trees on it, and the brook flows right around it. At last it occurred to me that it would be splendid to call it Victoria Island, because we found it on the Queen's birthday. And now your exercises. Exercise 2. Read out of the text the sentences which characterize. Прочитай із тексту речення, які характеризують. Spring days – весняні дні. Mayflowers – квіти весняні. Old well – старий колодязь. The brook – струмок. І ви усно складаєте речення, знаходите речення в тексті з цими виразами і зачитуєте. Exercise 3. Look at the picture and say why the girl couldn't help admiring this place and how she decided to call it and why. Подивись на малюнок і скажи, чому дівчина не могла не захоплюватися цим місцем і як вона вирішила назвати його. Тут у вас ідуть вирази, ви знаходите речення з цими виразами і виписуєте в зошит. Мені надсилаєте фото словничка, речення, які ви виписали з 3-ї вправі, і можна прочитати.